Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're back once again. This is January 1st. Happy New Year to everyone. I hope you had a blessed New Year and you're here somewhere safe. As you can see, I'm somewhere very safe. Now, once again, I just want to say this, not about me. This is not about me. Who I am is not important. That's not even concern. We are with the star of the show. We're with the star of the show. We're with my girlfriend Tanya. That's who we are here with. We decided to do, well, I decided, she just agreed. It's no one thing I love about her. I come up with crazy shit and she's like, okay, let's do it. So she's definitely like, she's on board. But I decided that we would do something a little different and that we would do another quick little podcast or whatever. Just do some really quick um, for New Year's. Now, as you notice, if you look in our other videos, she looks more plain Jane. Still beautiful, but plain Jane. But for this one, she got dressed up. She did this as a favor for myself because as it was advertised by her sisters and cousins, that if I love her with the non-filter look, I would really love her with the filtered look. And I must agree, they are correct. She looks fucking amazing, astounding, gorgeous, beautiful, and every other word that I can think of, and some that I can't even pronounce. She looks just that good, and I'm glad she was able to do this for me. I know she's gonna do it again when we go out or whatever, but since we decided to stay in, we still said we would do something special, and she would do something special for me as well. Um, she probably won't stand up, but she's wearing one of those, as I call on my page, a razzle dazzle outfit. Since she will be cooking my lunch for tomorrow for me to take to work. So she said she would do that with her. So she's wearing a very nice razzle dazzle outfit. All I'm gonna say is she is thicker than a Snicker. If that gives y'all any ideas or things of that nature. So I just want to do that. So to get things started, this will be another prequel to our, what's it called, Therafree?
Therapy.
Therafree. This will be a sequel to another prequel to our Therafree podcast that will be coming soon. We're still currently coming up with, I guess, I want to say slogans or hashtags or things like that, whatever. You know me, I like to throw out different nicknames and stuff like that, whatever, to kind of give it like a different feel, kind of give it kind of like an AK or alias. So on that note, I have a few ideas for myself, but she doesn't have anyone for hers just yet. So when she gives her title, her intro together, then I'll have my intro. But I want to primarily say it's going to be Therafree. It's going to be hers. It's going to be her podcast. It's going to be her creation, her design. I will be a featured guest. Maybe not a featured regular guest like I would like to be, but definitely be a featured guest because she's going to go in directions that I probably can't really speak on intelligently. So I wouldn't mind, I would not mind playing the back role and playing the supportive role. But it will be Therafree featuring, I will say featuring me. Whatever, when we're coming with our title, all titles will go from there. We'll even have some banner, some artwork, stuff like whatever. We'll come up with the way to make it happen, whatever. But it's gonna be, well, I'm gonna throw this out. It's gonna be like Tanya Gray presents Therafree, and it'll be featuring myself. Something like that. With whatever name she comes up with, we'll make sure that she does, and she deserves to have top billing. She will always get top billing, and I have no problem being a featured guest because, as I stated before, I have my own podcast where I and my co-star, my good friend Paul, we both share top billing. So there's no reason for me to be in another podcast with a very lovely young lady who I am crazy in love with, but I want her to have her own thing. And I think it's important she does have her own thing, and I shouldn't overshadow it or try to throw my name to the hat. So I don't mind being a featured guest. So now that we've done all of that, babe, is there anything you want to say?
No.
Okay. Well, I guess I'll be leading the conversation.
Yeah.
Which is fine. Well, while she was here, We did take the kids out to downtown for the Christmas lighting, and they had a very good time.
Loved it.
Um, we'll if you looked on any of our Facebook pages, you've seen the picture. So it's not like we're saying anything that isn't true. You've seen the picture, and the kids had a good time. I would like to think they have a very positive memory of coming down here for Christmas, and then hopefully have a positive memory of myself
Right.
because I did try to put my best foot forward.
You did a beautiful job.
So we had that. Then after that, we went to was it Applebee's?
Yes.
Yeah, we went to
Oh
Applebee's to go
God.
eat, and I think I'll let her tell you about that whole Applebee's experience or whatever.
I happen to be the only normal person sitting at the table. Oddly enough, my children are quirky, as they may say, and so is Chris. So sitting at the table with all this quirkiness can be a bit overwhelming at times. It makes alcoholic beverages a necessary thing, which I had none of. Uh, he gets my kids and my kids get him because of those attributes. I wouldn't change it for anything in the world. Yet it still gets on my nerves.
Well, not really say the quirkiness. I understood how the kids were feeling. I mean, they were here visiting their cousins that they would play with and friend when they had left. So they're at their grandparents' house.
Those are my kids all the time. All the time. If we pull up to the house right now, it's gonna be something with them two kids. That's how they are with each other.
Okay, I understand that point. What I'm saying is, you're stuck at your grandparents' house. Okay, Duke, who is the oldest boy, right?
Right.
He's older than Sandra.
Right.
Okay, older than Sandra. He's playing video games. He's at that age. He's what, 13?
14.
14 years old. He's playing video games. He don't give a shit about what's going on in the outside world. Okay, and I'm gonna get more on that point. He's playing video games. Okay, Sandra's 12.
Yes.
Sandra's 12 years old. She's just being a girl, walking around grandmama's house, having a good time, whatever. When I met her, she got me something to drink, whatever. She was very inquisitive, asked a lot of questions because she looked on my phone and she saw a picture of her mom on my phone. And she was like, "Is that a picture of my mom on your phone?" And I'm like, "Yeah, your mom is my lock screen, my home screen. And when I make phone calls, your mom picture pops in the background." So she's more inquisitive because, she's 12. They ask questions like that. My daughter, who's 13, and not to mention my stepdaughter, who is 14, them two will ask a gang of questions, particularly.
I think that's a female thing, period.
I mean, particularly if it's in particular if they deem it's necessary.
Right.
So I understood the fact that they just wanted to get out of the house. They just wanted to get out. So I'm like, okay, fine. That's what I'm saying. Going, take them downtown to see lights. Well, I mean, that'd be a good experience for them to get out the house, for them to breathe and get a little bit of air. Now, as far as the quirkiness part is, I mean, well, hey, aren't we all a little quirky? I mean, to quote, what's that from the movie Alice in Wonderland, the Cheshire Cat? We're all a little mad down here.
Yeah.
So there you go. We're all a little mad down here. That's just what it is. Now, as far like I said, but like Duke likes video games. Do you know we went inside Walmart? Because first of all, she didn't want to take him to Walmart. That was completely my thing. They were like, can we go to Walmart? Yeah, we'll go to Walmart. The mom was like, when they did that last thing, I think I think either Lysandra pushed Duke or Duke pushed Lysandra, and they hit the table, and it got loud. She was I think she was on the phone, and she said, hold on. And she was like, I'm about to spaz out. Now, Chris wants to take y'all to Walmart. I want to take y'all home. So you need to chill out, because he's the only reason why y'all going to Walmart. So we finished, we ate whatever. Yeah, I took them to Walmart. Now, they were expecting the mom to get out. Mom like, no, I ain't going. And Chris can go with y'all. So they weren't all that thrilled at first with me going there. Well, I guess they thought I was going to cramp their style or whatever. But we all went there anyway. And Duke went to the front of the Walmart, in front of Walmart, the front part of Walmart would have all the gift cards and stuff, and he couldn't find them. So his mood was just very like, I want to say, all bunk hug. He wasn't too happy about the situation. Sam went and found, I think she got some silly putty or something.
I ain't no telling what she gonna spend money. She don't care. She not leaving out the store with nothing.
Yeah. So she came. So she went with the intent to buy something.
Right.
Whether she wanted to or not.
Anything would have
She
did.
like
She was gonna buy
she was
something.
gonna spend that $20. That $20 wasn't gonna burn a hole in her pocket or a hole in her hand. Because she was gonna spend that money.
Yeah, definitely.
So she got, I think it was some silly putty. Now Duke went in the video game section of Walmart. Y'all know where that is. And he found the two cars he was looking at. He wanted like a PlayStation card and a Fortnite card, whatever. So we get up to the register to go pay. Sand goes first. I think her thing cost maybe $4. So of course we went there, we did a little self-pay. The money came out, put in her bag. She good to go. Duke goes up there. He rings up his card, but he rings up twice and rings up his Fortnite card. So the grand total came out to be like $27. He like, I ain't got $27. I'm like, Duke, you rang it up twice. Just take that one away and you'll be fine. So they knocked down $18 or something like that, whatever. So Duke had enough change. He got it, whatever. And we all left out the store, whatever. And we, for some reason Duke tried to scare his mom, which I'm like, if you knew your mom's history, you in more trouble.
Sharing with not
you're in more trouble
Yeah.
running up on her than you in trouble by running up on her rather than the other way around.
reflexes kick in.
Yeah.
Anything loud and happen.
So, but whatever. I mean, so we did that and that was cool. Then it was yesterday was New Year's Eve.
Mm-hmm.
And we took them to Cidercade, which if you heard me ever talk about Cidercade, I talk about that a lot because it's a great place for families. We paid to get in. It was like $10 to get in per person. And all the video games in there for free. You can play them as long as you want.
Right.
So we took them in there. We spent, about 3 hours in there?
Yeah, about 3 hours.
Yeah, about 3 hours in there. Just playing games. Just having fun, playing games, whatever. And I must admit, she is a beast at Street Fighter. At Street Fighter 2. I will admit that.
Yeah.
She's Street Fighter 2.
Yeah, I got that.
Yeah, she got that. Just don't, as long as she doesn't pick Chun-Li. Now, if she picks Chun-Li, you're gonna get your ass whooped. I'm sorry, it's not gonna happen. It's gonna be. But don't get me wrong. I got a few victories because I was playing with E Honda, which is not the normal guy I play with. But since we interrupted someone else's game because they left, I took E Honda. Mm-hmm. Now, she was getting with me the first round or two, but once I got up close, I started putting her in that bear hug he does. It was a wrap.
It's a wrap.
It was a wrap. But honestly enough to say, she won more games against me.
Oh yeah, Chun-Li. I love Chun-Li. Yeah. I always pick her. Yeah. That foot action, I love that.
So I'm gonna say she won a lot more than she lost. I will say that much. She really did.
And I had no idea I was playing you.
Yeah, and that's all. And that's what I think. Well, no, when we did the stand up arcade.
Yeah,
we knew each other. But Cidercade also has this thing what they call Versus City, where they have one arcade game on one side and a chair, and the other arcade on the other side with a chair. So you're actually playing back to back, but you just can't see each other. So while she's sitting down playing the game, she thinks she's playing a computer. When actually she's playing me, Lysandra, and Duke and beating us all.
I kept thinking I could play against the computer and I could win all day, but I can't beat anybody. I couldn't really beat a real person.
Yeah, because like I said, when we were standing up playing Street Fighter 2, I was winning. I was winning those rounds.
Yeah.
It wasn't until we sat down and she got comfortable. That's when I had my trouble. That's when all my trouble started. So
well, okay, and Swarm.
Okay.
It's Swarm.
Now, look, okay, we're gonna talk about Swarm.
Down.
Swarm. Okay, Swarm is one of those. I think we want to call it first person shooter.
Mm-hmm.
First person shooter game where you actually have a gun in your hand, and you're actually shooting or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I want to say I had the highest score and highest kill count. Okay, but she's gonna say she had better accuracy.
I did. My accuracy always beat you.
Yes.
Like my accuracy as well as supplies.
Okay, you're right. She did grab a lot of the extra stuff.
Yeah.
And she was okay, I'm not gonna say fairly more accurate. She was accurate, okay? But however,
you just waste bullets. If it was a real life scenario, yes, he would have killed more aliens than me. He also would have wasted more bullets than me, and hence would have died before I died.
But also, she said she wanted a man to do all the heavy lifting. So who does all the heavy lifting? The guy out front spraying more bullets does the heavy lifting.
You just was shooting.
Wait. So ergo, I'm out front. doing the more shooting, getting the more kills, because it's my job to do all the heavy lifting while she plays in what she likes to call the support role. So, right.
I'm listening.
But then you say you want.
Yeah, that's what I said. But
play.
I'm listening about the
Okay.
whole game thing. I'm listening.
So, and so with me doing my job, doing heavy lifting, getting the more kills, standing out front, defending the castle. When the wolves are come storming the castle, I'm out there defending it. I'm doing my job.
And I did my job by getting supplies, first aid,
I just want to say
catching
that.
ammo. I got extra ammo. I got first aid. I got money. I got us the little thing in case the little mutant things actually bit us. I got those too. I did all of that.
And not saying that it was
Okay. And the second game we played, the second shooting game, what was that?
That was Swoon. That was it. No. Time Crisis 2. Now, first of all, Time Crisis 2, I would have finished the game, but we had to leave because I was on the very, very, very last level. And on Time Crisis 2, we wasn't playing alongside of each other. We was playing a board apart. So when I finished level 3, you would come to level 2. So we weren't playing side by side.
Right.
Okay. And in that one, I was a killer at that one.
I was not.
Paul, if you watch this video, which I know you are, you know I used to get down with Time Crisis. And
Boy,
House
don't
of the
play.
Dead.
My aim. Okay, here's the thing. I am fierce at an aim. Even with my vision being as bad as it is, you cannot say that if I aim for a target, I didn't hit the target every time I aim for it.
Not saying you didn't.
Okay.
All thing I'm saying is when I got on Time Crisis, I was levels ahead of her. But even though her aim may be crack shot, and it is, babe. Hold on. And the sounds you hear, that's the sounds of rest in peace of the late great DMX. Shout out to the DMX. May you rest in heaven. Paul, you know this song. I know you know it, nigga. It's all that is also fuck that phone. That's also, ladies and gentlemen, one of the many intros to our Two Bulls One Mic podcast. That's one of our intros.
One mic.
Yes, that's also intro to that. That's my intro. So shout out to the late great DMX and also to the rap artist by the name of Prodigy from Mobb Deep. That was their original track.
Oh yeah, I like Prodigy.
That's actually their original track, the original beat. That DMX later sampled on the Funk Master Flex volume, 90 Minutes of Funk freestyle that he did in 1998. But I just want to put that out there. So we do not own the copyrights to that, but I do love that song and that freestyle. Now back to what I was saying about the Time Crisis thing. Now, yes, her aim is crack shot. She's slow at shooting because she wants to get the proper aim. In Time Crisis, time is not on your side. You gotta go with the quick. So with me, when I hit the pedal, when I popped up, gun in hand, and it was literally pow, release pedal, come back up, pow, 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 go around, clear the room, and it's in enough time. However, when she shot, it was like come up, look, survey, go back down, pop up again, shoot. She would hit the first target, go down again, shoot 2 more times, miss, go back down, come back up, and readjust her shot pattern and keep on shooting, which took more time off the clock. But she adjusted, as she does in certain situations that we're not going to talk about. She adjusted and adapted to the environment very well. So I'm giving her props by saying that. She did that very well.
It's necessary to adjust. Adjusting is a necessary thing.
Yes, and she adjusted well. Now, however, if we were in a real shootout, would I feel comfortable with her having my 6? Yes, I would. I will feel comfortable with her having my 6 because I do believe in that type of situation that yes, she will be fine. I personally believe we could possibly survive a Mr. and Mrs. Smith shootout scenario. If you've seen the movie with Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie, you know what I'm talking about.
We survive.
So, we would definitely survive that. Yeah. I definitely we would. Now, as far as anything else type of scenario, I mean, we'll see if that comes. Hopefully the zombie apocalypse doesn't pop up.
Oh, the zombie apocalypse. I got perfect places to hide, like, for the zombie apocalypse, like, perfect places to hide.
Okay.
Like, the food bank is a really good place to hide because we got food. And most of the food bank area, there's not windows. so you don't have to worry about them coming in through the windows to get to you. These are things that I take into consideration. I know more than likely it's not nothing that'll never happen, but when I places, I always look like, well, you got to have windows. But the people that live in like, bona fide glass houses, they ass out of there.
Okay. Well, first of all, we just want to say, personally speaking, the zombie apocalypse is a fancy type of thing. However, it has been reported that if there were to be a zombie apocalypse, the type of zombies we would get would be the ones off of World War Z. Those type of zombies. So,
What kind of zombies are those? I don't know World War Z.
you didn't. We watched the movie World War Z.
You got me confused with someone else. No, we didn't.
I could have sworn.
Wrong chick.
No, wait a minute. I could have. No, you're right.
I know.
You're right. We did not watch World War Z together. No, man, I didn't watch it with any chick. I was playing the video game, and I was talking about the video game.
Clean it up.
Not to clean it. It just happened. So anyway, but World War Z, the reason why that's more likely to happen is because if the actual play would actually happen, the zombie virus will only survive within a live living host. And if you remember in the movie, when a person was sick, the zombies went around them because the body wasn't healthy. So that's why they use that tactic. So not something that happens would be World War Z.
I don't know that one. There's I watched the movie. I couldn't even tell you the name of it, but it was a movie based in Japan, and it was something that they were doing to counteract a virus, and it resulted in zombies, but the zombies were literally blind. Like when it got dark, they could not see. They'd be like totally lost. So, but they was fast as hell. I'm so serious. Like usually you see a zombie and it's like this slow drag. These were like zombies on steroids. Like they doing acrobats. They hopping on planes. They hopping on trains and automobiles. Like it's a fast attack. Like, and I kept thinking, now with those kind of zombies, I would never survive.
First of all, a lot of them survive. I probably like this. Honestly speaking, the one thing, and if you haven't played the game World War Z, if you haven't played it, play. It's a great game. I have it. I didn't need to download the extra content. The one thing I love about that game is the fact is they included one scene from the movie into the game that I love, which is called the zombie wall. When it's basically zombies ran against the wall and they start climbing on top of each other, building an actual wall.
That happens in the movie I'm talking about too.
Yeah. So it's probably like an actual wall, and I remember that because to me that's like an iconic picture when you see the movie poster and the advertising for the game. Then you see the zombies climbing the wall, and you have to literally shoot the wall of zombies to get them to go down. So I'm a very big World War Z fan. I think that game is great. So anyone who has if you have any of the next gen consoles, PlayStation 4, 5, or Xbox, whatever, the game is there. You can buy it. Hell, by now you can probably buy it for like less than $20.
Have you ever seen the original Night of the Living Dead, the black and white version?
The one from the 70s?
Yes.
The black and white version?
Yes.
The one by Jose Romero?
I don't have the foggiest idea.
Well, yeah, it had to be him. Yeah, I saw some. I didn't see all of it. I saw some of it.
This is what I noticed about the movie. Like in the movie, of course, Night of the Living Dead, you got zombies or whatever, but like they take over a specific town, and people know that they're there. The thing is like they have like the sheriff department is like going around from one town to another town or whatever, and they're disposing of the bodies by burning them. Okay. So all night you're just trying to survive till they get to your part of town. Oddly enough, one person survives, and he's black. But the movie is based within a time where it's a black and white movie. It's based within a time where prejudice was really, really high. So when he comes out the house and he's not bitten, he's alive, they automatically look at him and like, he's a man, he black. They shot him and they killed him. They put a hook in him and drug him and they set him on fire with the rest of the bodies. And I kept thinking, that's like really messed up for you to live through this entire thing. And the one thing that got you killed was the color of your skin.
But no, now that's not what got him killed. That's when I got him killed. That's when I got him killed. Because I remember what you're talking about. Because the guy who survived, ironically enough, his name was Tony Todd. Now, for those who don't know who Tony Todd is the first Candyman. And the Candyman movie was played by Tony Todd.
Sure was.
He is the best Candyman ever. No diss to the new Candyman movie. I heard it was pretty good.
No.
But everybody states Candyman, the original Candyman, which was based and shot in Chicago. That's real life Chicago.
Mhm.
It was based in Chicago. It was filmed in Chicago, real life Chicago. Tony Todd played the guy who survived.
And why was he killed?
He was killed because if you remember in the movie, he was so tired and dehydrated. So when he came up, because he came up because they were in the basement. When he came up out of the basement, because remember the basement door was locked. That's why he survived, because no one could get into him.
Right.
So he was locked in the basement because in the original movie, because in the movie it was him and it was a white guy and a white girl. They had left because they're gonna go to his uncle's gas station, get gas in a pickup
And
truck, come back and get
Right.
him. What happened is they left the key. So Tony found the key, so he started laughing. In the movie, the guy thought he could shoot the lock off the gas thing, shot him and blew him all the Kingdom Come.
Right.
You know, that goofy shit.
Right.
That's what happened. So when they got into the house where they were, they started they were going through there, and yes, they were clearing all the dead zombies, whatever. But when Tony Todd came up, when they beat down the door, and I'm not gonna say he fell out, but he emerged in there. He looked so tired, so dehydrated that they thought he was a zombie, and they shot him and killed him. It wasn't. I don't believe it was done with malice, but I think just because of the way he looked. And because his appearance, that he looked so tired, so withered, and just so, worn for wear, that they made the assumption that he was a zombie, and they went ahead and dealt with him. They didn't take the time to. Don't lick your lips like that. I'm trying to be good. We on camera now. So,
I'm just saying, you are entitled to your perception of how you saw it.
Yes.
And I saw it like
okay. And once again, I'm
a
not.
good old country boy. Country boy, they saw a colored. All these white folks is dead. So he supposed to be dead too.
Okay. If y'all get a chance, go check it out and form your own opinion.
Exactly.
Okay, form your own opinion. You see, we have difference of opinion, but you go back and form your own. But just want to say, the black guy that did survive was Tony Todd, the original and best Candyman
Ever.
Cannot be replaced. So after that, we did take and play video games, and they did have a good time.
They did.
Had a good time. I had to dethrone Duke off of.
Oh yeah,
Tekken,
he
and Tekken
only
7.
gets off on winning.
And,
So yeah.
and air hockey.
Mhm.
He didn't take it too well when I beat him. He didn't take it too well at all. But what he didn't realize is that I'm an old school gamer. So what he's doing is not new. So so he was dethroned a little bit. But after the end of the day, they both gave me a hug, and I told them, y'all be good, and I'll see y'all again, whatever. So I think we had a good outing, or whatever. And I look forward to the next one, because I really do believe.
Oh yeah. But like I said in the car, I'm down for the corny stuff. Like
Yeah.
what most people have a tendency to deem as being corny. I think it's nostalgic, and I like it. I like the idea of walking around in pajamas and drinking cocoa for no apparent reason, just because we can. It's cold outside. Like, I think that's nostalgic. I like that. I even like the idea. You know how they started doing the Christmas time when you could turn your TV on? And well, I'm older than you, but you could turn the TV on and it would just be fire burning. Like a certain time of night when television stations went off.
Yeah, definitely remember that shit. Made back.
There was a time. Well, there was a time when television went off, and around the holidays, it would literally, you turn the TV on, and all that would be playing was like a fireplace scene. I think that is real romantic. I like the scenery. Like,
Okay, first of all, we all remember when the TV used to go off. Okay, it would go that shh, public service warning, and then we'll start playing the American anthem with the flag waving. We remember that, so you're not that much older. But so you want to bring up fire burn or whatever? I don't know. Maybe they did that back in the 1800s. When she came around.
whatever.
But still, that's what I was point. Anyway, the point is that we had a good time, and
We had a beautiful
we had a
time.
beautiful time, and like I said, I look forward, and I really do look forward to doing it again.
We had a beautiful time, and there are going to be some things that we actually implement to going forward as a unit.
Yes.
And that includes our children,
Yeah.
yours
Most
and
definitely.
mine.
Most definitely.
And
Most definitely.
and some of that corny kind of stuff. I specifically, I actually today I posted on Facebook and I said I always wanted a it ain't that much love in the world. They make me sick kind of relationship, and that's exactly what I got. Like
Yeah.
because there are people who will see you coming as a couple and go, here they come. Ain't that much love in the world. Can't nobody love nobody that much. I love you that much and then some. So all of that extra, I'm extra. I like extra. So we can go to the arcade. What you want to do? Jump
Yeah.
off? You want to jump off a plane? What you want to go skydiving? You want to go hang diving?
Okay, skydiving, you going by yourself for now. Fuck that. No, I'm whatever. Now we can go drive a tank.
I'll drive a tank.
Yeah, we
I'll
can
try
drive a
that.
tank.
I'll
Yeah, we
try.
can do
Yeah.
that, but we're not jumping on a perfect airplane. Fuck that shit. But yeah, anyone's been looking at my timeline lately. Yeah, y'all know I haven't posted like this in a while. So obviously you can tell that I'm happy. And I want to say in the last what I did, I put, what a way star for New Year. I tagged her name in there, of course, and I put like a lot of hashtags like, my baby fat and pretty and this, that, whatever. But I also ended it by saying that it's the same old me, but I got a new girl. So that's just the way, we're just basically keeping it live and fresh, whatever. This is nowhere else giving relationship therapy because we are not experts in
At
the
all.
least sense. We've bumped our head more than a few times, but we're just saying what works for us and how we're moving forward in our relationship. And
You
so
should
far,
always.
so far it's working.
I'm sorry. You should always live your best life, and you should not let people put you in a box to make you feel like what your best life should look like. So for someone else, it might be trips to Bombay and red bottoms, but as for me, it's Burger King and booty rubs. Like I don't see. Like
Shout out to Burger King. I got the bomb ass coupon. By the way, we were able Burger King coupon. Let me tell you about it. I was actually able to feed me and Duke make two. Her starting to make two, but me and Duke we can eat.
yes.
We used that $12.99 coupon, and all I had to do was throw in the extra Whopper coupon. Everybody ate. Everybody got full. Everybody went to sleep
Yeah.
for under $30.
Right.
You cannot beat the value, people.
Can't.
You cannot beat the value.
You can't.
Can't beat it. So anyway, and so we took the kids back home, and home for them is the land of the trail, Port Arthur, Texas. It's my first time being there, so I was very excited to go there because I heard a lot about it through the music of the late great Pimp C and of the Houston legend himself, Bun B, currently known as UGK and Underground Kings.
Of course.
So I've heard a lot of their music describing what Port Arthur is and the whole environment that itself, but it was one thing to actually go there and see it. And also, I did some research, whatever, about the economical and the employment background in Port Arthur. And I must say, there's a lot of good jobs that are there that make it very tempting. And I must admit, I'm very, very tempted. And she's helping with that temptation. That you never know. Maybe in 6 months, maybe a year, I might be relocating to Port Arthur, mostly because of the job market and because it's a lot of good jobs there. And when I do go there, I mean, I'm gonna be reaching back to my friends, and be like, hey, you can come down here and make some good money so we can live the life that we want to live. So we did that. I was also blessed to meet her pastor. We drove to Beaumont, and I did sit down with her pastor and her husband and her sister.
Yeah, that's her sister.
Okay, her sister, and they live in a very beautiful home.
Very beautiful. They got a pot pipe. Have you ever heard of that?
Nope.